How's it guys, Munash here, and today we have a Shang-Chi damage showcase because this guy is capable of doing an unholy amount of damage with the special 2. So I was quite curious to find out what his max damage potential is. And after doing this little experiment, I still don't know what it is because I'm not sure if his chi charges have a cap to them. So I took him into the final map of variant 3 with the Kang Boss because that is one fight that will allow me to ramp him up as much as I can. And basically I can choose when I want to end the fight. The only real downside is Kang only has about 430,000 health, although there is a 50% attack reduction for all non-tech champs, so you can basically look at him as having 860,000 health, which is still nowhere near enough for Shang-Chi to work with. But the only fights in the game that have enough health are full of damage caps, so I can't really do this test in Labyrinth or Abyss. I'll just be seeing 50k or 85k. So this is a pretty simple fight for Shang-Chi. You only need to use one Wushu strike, which is the main one, the one with the 5-hit combo with the stun at the end. And then while he's stunned, you just throw a heavy attack to reset or ready the Wushu strike, so you can stun him again on the next combo and then you just repeat that cycle. When his power is very low, you might want to do a shortened combo before you throw the heavy attack, just to make it easier to bait the special 1. And you can also chain the heavy attack in the corner. But yeah, the 5-hit combo is all you really need in terms of rotation. No need for slow debuffs or purifying any debuffs unless you're running suicides and you want to throw the medium light medium once. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just like using the unblockable because I just find it more fun to incorporate it into my combo. It can be quite useful to get in an easy opening if he doesn't have enough power to bait a special 1. Also, I think it helped me to finish the fight with the full yellow bar without even parrying, but you can still do it without it. For me, it's basically just for style points. So all I'm doing in this fight right now is dropping combos, baiting special 1, and throwing my special 3 to build chi charges. And I did this for quite some time. My patience in this fight was truly remarkable because after about 200 hits, I was so done with it. I was just so bored of this fight already, but I just kept on going for about 20 minutes straight, just trying to build up as many charges as I can and find the limit, find the cap to this guy's charges. So at first I thought I'd hit it at somewhere around 100, but nope, they just kept on going up. Then I thought, maybe it's the amount of special 3s I use. Like if I throw 25, it might hit the cap there because that's 100 charges from the special 3, since each special 3 gives you 4. But eventually I just lost count of how many special 3s I actually used during this fight, because it's just so brain dead. Like I wasn't even concentrating the entire time. I was doing other stuff in the middle of the special 3 animations. So I just kept on going. I thought I'd hit it around maybe 150, but that didn't happen. Then I decided I'm just gonna stop after 200 because this fight is taking way too long now. My patience was running pretty thin. In fact, it was threadbare at this point. I felt like that annoying little kid on a road trip who's constantly asking, are we there yet, are we there yet? But for me, after each special 3 I was asking, have you hit the cap yet? But the answer to that was always no. So I just said, forget about it, let's just throw the special 2 now. And I didn't know this before doing this fight, but apparently the special 2 can only consume up to 100 charges, even though it says consumes all in his description. So I guess even if I were to find a cap, it wouldn't really matter in terms of how much damage a special 2 can actually do. So I'm not going to show you the whole fight because it took me 20 minutes to do and over 800 hits. I'm just going to skip to the ending because I'm sure that's what you really want to see, those 6-digit yellow numbers that he can dish out. So because he's holding block with very low power, I go for the unblockable combo and immediately throw the special 2 after that, and look at those numbers, my goodness. That first hit did 333,000 damage. Then the red one on top of that did 38k, and mine is only sig 20, so if he has max sig, he could almost double that number. Then the second hit did 248,000. Unfortunately, that one took him out, so we couldn't even see the rest of it. We only got 2 out of the 5 hits of the special 2. But at least we do know that the third and fourth hit do roughly the same amount of damage as the second hit. Then the final hit does slightly more than double the second hit, but a bit less than double the first hit. So that one would have done at very least 500,000, which is really lowballing it, to be honest. So if we add all the yellow numbers, we get a total of 1.6 million damage from that one special 2. And that's just crit damage. I'm not even counting his sig ability yet. But for mine at sig 20 at this point of the fight, we're doing about an extra 11.5%. And keep in mind, this is all with the 50% attack reduction. So I think it's fair to say that Shang-Chi could do well over 3 million damage from one special 2, if the opponent actually had enough health and there were no damage restrictions or caps involved. However, it does take a bit of time to actually build him up to this level. I think it took me about 10 minutes to get to 100 charges, which is why I think he's perfectly fine balance-wise. He doesn't need to be nerfed or anything like that. And ramping him up to this extent as a 5-star is probably something that you'll never have to do. So it's not really a super practical use case. I mean, I probably could have killed the Kang in about a quarter of the time it actually took me to do this fight. But I just wanted to see those numbers and basically find out what his ceiling is. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I must say I am thoroughly enjoying this champ, and to be honest, I find his utility a lot more impressive than his damage output. Easily the best champ of the year so far. I mean, as good as Strife is, he's just not as useful as Shang-Chi is on a regular basis. Or at least not from my experience, in my opinion. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.